touch. What? No. Why? What? No. Why are you doing this to me? Hello everyone, welcome back to another Minecraft episode here on the truly Bedrock server. I'm your host, BJ, and here we are in front of the iron farm once again. Although today we don't have to worry about building anything here. We're not going to be working on this, but we did start off, or in the last episode, oh, we got fish dying here. What's this? Secret Santa gift. That's right, that reminds me, I need to do mine. We'll be doing something related to our at least Christmas gifts in the second half of this episode. And I'm not going to open this one yet. I'm going to wait until later to do this. I believe this is from Tom, so I got to give this the respect it needs. I'm sure it's a very nice gift. We'll have to make sure and check it out later on. But we promised in the last episode that we were going to come here and check out the production of the iron farm. And so we have this one fully functional. And then over the last week or so, I went ahead and built the second iron farm that's also been working. And it actually works really, really well. I think that one works a little bit better than this one because it doesn't have as many mobs that are generating around it that might be using up the mob cap. And then on the stream this weekend, we're going to be building the third and the fourth iron farms together. So I hope you can join me on Saturday, and maybe we could build a couple of iron farms together. But first, we said we were going to check out the iron in here. I do know that I've been using the iron out of here. I used it to make all the iron that I needed on the second farm, and then I've got a couple other projects that I've also been using it on. So this is probably about maybe a little more than half the production that I've got out of just a little bit of AFKing this week. So a little over a stack of iron blocks. I've probably gotten pretty close to 2, and it's pretty slow. Unfortunately, I wish it was as fast as Java, but overall, it's worked out actually quite well. So I can't complain. And when I get the other 2 built, we'll have even better rates, which is exactly what we need. So we have 2 things, like I said, we're going to do today. The first thing is we need to go over to the shopping district. And then the second thing we're going to do is, as I mentioned, we need to do our Prankmas gift I'm not going to tell you just yet. I'll tell you in the second half of the episode who it is. So stay tuned for that. But first, we need to go over to the shopping district because there are a few people who are selling bee-related gear. They've already gone out and done all of the research and done all the legwork, and they're actually selling that stuff here at our shopping district. And I wanted to get a couple of hives because in the next episode, we're going to be building a bee farm and a veggie farm together. So I might go ahead and retire that nano farm, even though I just completed it. But we are going to be building that together. And one of the things I need to get, of course, are hives to start growing my bees. And so I'm going to go over here, and I'm hoping that there are some beehives here. And so Liara and Tom, and I think Zap actually may also have some beehives. I know Silent has a bunch of hives over at his base, but I don't think he's selling anything with that yet. Let's get out here. Oh, I always go the wrong direction when I try to come out of there. And from what I understand, yep, there it is right there. Although I think that there was another store here for a while, and Tom's truck ran over Liara's bee farm or bee kiosk here. But anyway, we have a couple things here. See what we got. 16 bottles for 1 diamond. Bottles of honey, I'm going to guess, or 2 pebbles. That's actually that's a pretty good price, really. 4 honeycomb blocks for 1 diamond. But what I don't know is whether or not you can actually take honeycomb blocks and break them down back into honeycomb, because I need honeycomb to make my hives. Let's see, 16 honeycomb for 1 diamond. Oh, that's pretty good. I can just buy those. That's pretty easy to do. Beehives with at least 2 bees for 6 diamonds or 11 pebbles. These are actually pretty good prices. So let's see what we got here. No honeycomb, which I need, and no beehives, which I also need. That doesn't help me very much. I mean, that's good stuff, but that doesn't really help me very much. So, I don't, as far as I know, there's not another place to buy them over here. We have some bees here. We have some here on leads. I have an idea, but I need to go get some stuff first. So let me go get some stuff, and I'm going to be right back. All right, first things first, let's get ourselves a little bit of a shulker box here. Now I just need a chest. That'll work. All right. Craft that. Let's go ahead and dye it yellow while we add it. you know, with honey and everything like that, that only makes some sense. So let's put it. Let's name this first. Let's name this the shulker box. I'll just do this: shulker of ill repute. ... Why, you might ask? Well, you'll see in just a minute. All right, first we're gonna need a couple of campfires. Let's get all 4 just in case, because we got to be able to make these bees docile and do exactly what we need. We need a couple of tags. I'll need some shears for the honeycombs. Let's see what else. I probably should take these. I hear bees are pretty difficult to deal with. Let's go ahead and do the name tags now. So what I'm thinking is, neither one of those bees are named. So how do we know? And you know, I'd feel bad if we started breeding things without at least having a name to call them. So we're gonna name one of them Buzz, after the character in the Bee movie. And you can probably, do you remember who it was that actually voiced Buzz? You know, if you know who that is, leave that down in the description, because I know who it was. The second one we're gonna name Gordon Sumner. I wonder if you know who Gordon Sumner is and what his relationship might be to bees. If you do, hashtag tell me down in the comments. Let's get some scaffolding just in case I need that. We're gonna need. No, stay away. You're interrupting my flow here, buddy. I'm gonna need some wood because we're gonna need that to make the hives. I'm gonna need this right here, bone meal, because we're gonna have to bone meal some of the flowers for breeding purposes. Oh, I can't put a shulker in there. I'll just carry that separately. Put that in there. Put the shears in there. The honey bottles. Oh, I'm gonna need glass for honey bottles. Let's go ahead and where's my glass? I think it's in here. Yep, there we go. Glass. Let's go ahead and make the bottles out of this one. I shouldn't need a ton. Yeah, there's 3. We don't need that one right there. There's 9. We'll go ahead and do 12. 12 should be plenty. Maybe we'll do a few more. There we go. 18 should be plenty. We'll even leave the glass in there just in case we need a few more. So we got bone meal. We got the campfires, stuff to make the hives with. We can name some names here. We got the bone meal to breed them. To get the flowers so that we can breed them. I think that's just about everything. And then we also got our healing just in case the bees get us. And I think this is good. I think this is gonna work. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to name these guys, because I can't feel really good about breeding you if I don't give you guys a name first. So which one of you guys is gonna be Buzz? Is that who's first? Is that Buzz? Yeah, Buzz is first. Whichever one comes to me gets it. Who wants to be Buzz? You want to be Buzz? All right, you're Buzz. You, my friend, are Gordon Sumner. All right, now that we've named you guys, it's time for us to get on to the next part here. We need to get out the white shulker box and get out some of our bone meal, because to breed you guys, we are going to need some flowers. And one of the nice things about double hive flowers is you could just sit here and spam this guy and get yourself a bunch of flowers for breeding. So let's go ahead and do that really quick, and we'll come right back. You guys breed. Now, this is illegal. I don't think I should be illegally breeding these bees. You know, ooh, we got ourselves a little baby bee. Well, the other thing you can do is with this, you can hurry up and grow them up really quick with more of these flowers. There we go. Can I breed you guys again? I have to wait a few minutes for these guys to prepare themselves to be bred once again. But the whole idea behind this is just, don't tell Liara, and don't tell Tiz Tom, but they didn't have the hives, and if they didn't have the hives, then I think I'm going to have to legally breed them and then legally get their honey and their honeycomb. And that's right, I guess this makes me a bee pirate. I've always wanted to do something illegal, so this works out really, really well. Nice. Another baby bee. Another baby bee. Come on. All right. There we go. Come on. Come down and get your flowers too. Nice. We're going to give you some flowers, and you'll be a big bee soon. All right. You get some, and you get some. And now have more baby bees. All right. We're going to breed some bees for a little while and get a little more honeycomb, and then we're going to make a couple of hives and set them up. All right. We have enough honeycomb now that we can go ahead and start making. I need to make my own chest here, but we can start making our beehives. So I think the recipe, as far as I know, is 3 there and 3 there. Yep, that makes it. So let's go ahead and do this one and this one. It gives us 2 beehives. Perfect. All right, let's pull that bad boy up. Now we got 2 beehives, and I think I have enough bees now that I can create this and be able to, this will give them their little homes. And so I want to set it up in a spot that I can put 2 fireplaces below, or I can put a fireplace below it. I need 2 blocks. We'll put 1 here, and we'll put 1 there. And that should be good for fires beneath these. So let's go and put 1 there. Go back over here and get another fire. Boop. And then get him going underneath there. And then we'll breed a few more bees. And we should have these guys filled up with 2 to 3 bees. Then I can get them back to my base and start my master plan. And I could do it. I could do it on the DL. They're not going to know that I surreptitiously bred the bees and then made my own hives and then took it back to my base. There's no way they're going to be able to tell. Well, it only took about 10 minutes or so, and all of the 2 hives that I created and the nest up there are now all full of honey. So now I can start getting more honeycomb out of these. So let's go ahead and snip this one. Nice. And I don't think I want to do this one anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and take this up and get this back. And then I won't have to worry about that nest anymore. And then let's go ahead and harvest this guy right here. And that worked really well. Now let's go ahead and take this guy up. Yeah, and let's go ahead and do that, and then we're going to harvest this guy. Nice. Perfect. And then let's go ahead and take this guy up. Now we're just going to silk touch these, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal. And then we can get the heck out of here. Silk touch. What? 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 No. Why? Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Not the bees. Why? All right. So I just learned a valuable lesson in bee mechanics that I wasn't aware of, that I'm now very aware of. Oh, great. Now I've got a skeleton shooting me now? From where? The key to this is do not make sure that you've got fires beneath the hives before you silk touch them, and before you pull any honey out of them, and before you pull honeycombs out of them. The good thing is to always have make sure you always have a fire beneath those guys, because they'll get angry at you if you don't have fire beneath them. Per Tiz's recommendations, I'm going to approach this very slowly. I don't see any red angry eyes, so hopefully we are past the angry point. All right, let's try this again. Let's put a fire beneath that one. Wait until it's going, and let's go ahead and put another one beneath this one as well, just in case, even though I'm not going to harvest it. And then let's hope this works, because I really don't want to die again, as bad as I just died there. Oh no, that doesn't work either. It doesn't work either. No fire. Silk touch bad. Silk touch bad. Please don't do this to me again. The bees went from being very docile creatures to being something who could do a lot of damage to me. I'm not sure why. But you have to do some more research on this to figure out why that's the case. Let's see if I can get some more honeycomb out of this one without them killing me. This seems to work. At least I can harvest them for the most part. I guess I just can't pick them up. There's got to be a reason for that. I'll figure that out later. But anyway, so let's go ahead and get this. I think I have enough now. I've got 2 beehives. I can go ahead and create 2 new beehives at my base and breed up a bunch more bees for the next episode. And now that we have our friendly neighborhood Buzz and Mr. Gordon Sumner here, hopefully these guys are still around. Yep, Mr. Gordon Sumner is still there, and Buzz. Sweet. We still have them here. They're good to go, and now we can head back to our base and get the hives started. And then we're going to go ahead and pull together some material for our Prankmas gift. We are doing JessiieB is who I pulled for it this year. I'm pretty excited to do it. I've got an idea for it, but I got to go pull together a bunch of concrete and wool and other colored materials for that prank, and then we'll head over to Jessie's base, and I'll explain to you what I've got going on. All right, we're heading down here to Jessies Grotto. I haven't actually been down here before, so let's take a little bit of a ride here on the Jessie train. And we'll go down here to her base and get started on the prank. I got all the materials I need with me, I think. I hope. And so it should go pretty quick. This should be actually a pretty fast build. It's a pretty small prank. Let's see how it goes. This is kind of a long tunnel. Yep, still going. Still going. All right, here we go. Finally, we're down to the end. Wow, I haven't been down here before. This is awesome, Jessie. This looks really nice. And you're kind of flexing a little bit here with the beehive in your nether portal. You know, what do the kids say nowadays? Weird flex, but okay. I'm kidding. Nice job. This is a beautiful portal entry. This really makes me want to work on mine because mine really doesn't look very good right now. It's just another rack. All right. Oh, it's nighttime, and Prowl, or actually no, Slack needs me not to sleep at night. So I might skip this really quick. Well, I'll look around a little bit, find a little spot where we can build our prank that's still close by. But she's already got a bunch of stuff here. She has a Merry Christmas from Foxy. She has something from Zap. And I know that there's lots of little fecal matters around here spread by Tiztom. So I got to be careful not to pick those up. If I do, I'll have to leave like a little pile right at the portal probably. But yeah, I'm going to go find some place to build. We'll go ahead and wait for the night to get over because I can't sleep through the night without messing up Slack's video. So we'll be back here in just a sec. This prank, but I think right here is where I'm going to do it. It's still pretty close. It's not right on top of stuff that she's already built or should get in the way of anything that's going to get built anytime soon. But first I need to clear some of these things out. So this is, again, from Merry Prankmas, our Zloy's fun little prank Christmas that everybody has sort of been contributing to. And a couple of weeks ago, the basis for this particular prank, a couple of weeks ago during streams, I believe that I already had a bunch of torches. Jessie was lamenting on about pineapple pizza. And anybody who knows anything about pizza knows that pineapple pizza is really good. And everybody likes pineapple pizza because it's delicious. But apparently Jessie decided that it was not, in fact, delicious and it was gross. And somehow through some betting or something like that, apparently during our next weekend stream, she is promised to have to eat some pineapple pizza. So I thought I would make her a little pineapple pizza that she could enjoy here for Merry Prankmas. And so I have all of the supplies that I need. I was going to do this through a time lapse using another account, but alas, I have not had it whitelisted on the server and it won't connect. So I'm not gonna be able to do that. I'm just gonna have to do it through first person chunks of building. So let's go ahead and start out with the layout together. The way this is set up, I'm gonna have like a pan on the ground plane that holds this. Let's do that with light gray concrete and wool. Maybe throw in some andesite. And hopefully I have enough room here. Let's measure this out. We got, let's see, probably with a center right around in here somewhere. And it needs to be 20-ish blocks wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This might not actually work. You know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to raise it up in the air slightly. Yeah, after thinking about it for a bit, I think I'm going to do it on top of here because then I can kind of hang it over the sides a little bit and I don't have to worry. I don't want to have to remove any of this. I don't want to damage anything that's here except maybe like for 1 or 2 blocks, but I don't want to have to remove an entire area. I think that would be not very nice. So let's go ahead and remove some of this really quick. Let's see. So if we're going to go maybe 10-ish blocks, maybe a little less than that because it's okay if it hangs over a little bit. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe to right there. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to have to use concrete. I can't use powder, or I could use the wool on this edge. That'll work. So let's come out just a few, maybe to right there. Yeah, so it's kind of hanging over a little bit right there. So we have to go 6 if I remember right, because it's too wide. So it's actually a 2x2 center. So we'll do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I can step back in with andesite. 1, 2, 1, 2. Shut up. No, there has not been a single mob show up over here. I think that was a tree creeper. Oh, for crying out loud. I'm sorry, Jessie. I don't actually have anything to fill that with, but when I come and do restoration on this, I'll fix that too. I promise. All right, so one of the things I need to do now, I went ahead and did the outline for the pan that's going to hold the pizza. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the spatula, I think. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So unfortunately, it is going to be off center a little bit because it is only 1 wide. You know, I guess I could make it 2 wide. No, it needs to be 1 wide, and I think that's okay. We'll go ahead and do it that way. But I need for it to be up a few blocks, I think, before we get to the bottom. Actually, let's do it from down here. And I think I want to be pulling back just a little bit. So it's not going to be directly above this. I want it to be like it's lifted up the pizza and pulled back a little bit. And the pizza level itself, let's go ahead and do a little bit of the crust. The crust is actually going to come above. So we've got to go here. No. That's not it. No, I think I'm going to do it that way. It's going to be like this. And I'll fix these in a little bit. Right now, I'm just trying to get the right height in the right location so that this makes some sense. If the middle of the pizza, so it has to be something that's about the same size. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 roughly. And then so we'll go out 1 more and then up. We'll have 1 gap. So this will be the crust and then 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Then we're gonna go out 1 more, and then we'll come back 3 over, back to there. Then we'll come back 1, 2, 1, 2, and that should be pretty triangular right there. I'm hoping. All right, does that look like a spatula? Yeah, that looks pretty close. And the reason I went out 1 extra on there is because the pizza itself is actually going to stop right here. I just wanted to feel like the tip of the spatula was out a little bit. And then this will go 1, 2, 1, 2 back. And so it'll be a little bit more regular piece of a triangle with this kind of sticking out towards the end a little bit. Now I need to come over here and step back 1 more and then come up. All right, now we have the spatula in place. Now I think we need to go ahead and go through and build the crust out. I think I am going to go ahead and step these back 1 so there is a gap between the edge of the pan and where the pizza is. So let's go ahead and complete the rest of the crust and start filling in the center of it. So I completed the crust outline with spruce wood, and which I think is a good kind of medium dark color. But what I need to do now is on like 1 edge, I'm going to go ahead and use dark oak, like it's almost like it's burnt. And then on one side, like it's a little bit underdone, which, you know, the best crusts are something that's not necessarily uniform anyway. So we'll have some like lighter blonde woods on this side and kind of blending in, and then some darker woods back on this side. And I think that's going to help it have a little more character to it. So let's go ahead and start breaking out some of this just so I can get in some of that darker wood. All right, there we go. I think that worked out pretty well. It's maybe a little bit too irregular. I might have to go back and smooth some of this side out, maybe with a little more oak. So there's a little bit less variation on that side, but you can see how it kind of gets darker with the dark oak back in here and then blends into the spruce and then into the lighter, blonder kind of oaks and things like that. Like I said, I might go through and clean that up a little bit after we get the cheese in. So that is our next step. It's time to do the cheese. It's time to get cheesy. All right, we got most of the cheese down. It's pretty much ready to go at this point. I just need to finish this up really quick, and then I'll show you guys pretty much how it's turned out. I think it's turned out really well. I got a lot of the little pineapples in. Let's put one about right here, I think. And then what I did for the pineapples themselves, which is kind of it's not the best in the world, but it works pretty well. We'll drop a little oak tree in there so it looks like it's got the little pineapple on top of it, even though, of course, you're not going to have a full pineapple on a pizza. Except for maybe a giant pizza, you might have full pineapples. And then a couple of little buttons on here to make it feel like it's the little nubbins that you typically see on a pineapple. So we got our little full-size pineapples just kind of sitting on here. And then a little bit of, we'll use redstone for sauce kind of in here like that. And then I got little pieces of pineapple that are kind of buried sort of like under the cheese, and then some that are sitting up on top. A little bit of exposed crust. And I think that about finishes it up. Let's see if we can get up in the air with some scaffolding really quick and take a quick look. There we go. That turned out really well. You know, maybe it's got a little bit too much texture in it. I probably could get away with just one type of orange, but I think overall, hopefully it reads pretty well. We'll put a little sign on it. It looks like it's kind of got a little bit of a tray. I would have gone back through here and put gray in, but I had to do a little bit of destructive removal back up in here. And I felt bad removing as much as I was. So I just went ahead and left it the way it was. You're not going to see it unless you're sitting up in here. And I think that kind of gets the point across. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go put a sign on it and then let Jessie know that it's complete and she can come back and check it out along with some of the other gifts she's got from some other members of the server. And it looks like she has some illager mobs there in the background she needs to take care of. I'd kill them, but the last thing I want to do is set up a raid in her base. I don't think she'd enjoy that very much. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit that like button, of course. I would really appreciate that. It does help out. And if you want to see more Minecraft content, I've got more stuff planned. A lot of stuff planned for the upcoming year. So hit that subscribe button and get those notifications, and you guys will get to see more of it. So thank you all very much for watching. I really appreciate it. We will see you guys in the next episode here from Truly Bedrock. Thank you. Bye-bye. Don't touch. What? No. Why? What? No. Why are you doing this to me?